everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to be making this adorable little pillow box. Now we are going to be using a design I made off of Design Studio. However, if you have the Cricut Wedding Solutions, you can make it using that cartridge, or you can use it making a Sizzix die. They make a die for their machine that also works in the Cuttlebug to go ahead and cut your pillow top box. Other than that, there are templates on the internet. So if you have internet access and need a pattern, just go ahead and check out the internet by searching pillow box template. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The paper I chose for this project came from the DCWV, the Pocket Full of Posies. Now I went just crazy buying paper over the Black Friday holiday. And usually these paper packs are $19.99. I was able to pick up 7 or 8 new paper packs, and I only paid about $7 each. So I am set for paper for a while, so I'm looking forward to all the fun projects. But looks like it's time to get started on our project. So I've already loaded up my paper onto my mat, and so I'm going to go ahead and load it into my Cricut. Load that up. Since I do have it on Design Studio, I'm just going to walk over to my computer and tell it to cut the pattern. I'll be right back. And now we just have to wait while it goes ahead and prints out, or actually cuts it out. Okay, it's taking a moment here. I do apologize. Now, the pattern that I created, it does have a cutout, and since I'm making this one in particular for Valentine's Day, I did a heart cutout. You could actually use any kind of cutout or no cutout at all. It's entirely up to you. And you'll see what I'm talking about as soon as it gets done. And now we're done with our Cricut, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Now as we go ahead and peel off the paper, you will see there's the heart pattern that it cut out. I'll go ahead and save that for a later project because I actually might use it later on. And right now you'll see that this is the main form. Now we're going to have to go ahead and score it and assemble it, so we'll be back with that technique in just one moment. Cut. Okay, for the next step you are going to need your pattern, some type of scoreboard or a ruler and a bone folder, a glue gun, scissors, a CD, and some colored ribbon. Now what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and score the pattern. And what you want to do is you want to score from the little arrow part here all the way down to where it meets on the other end. And so I just line it up on one of the lines and go ahead and score a couple of times. Next, you want to score a straight line so that those two ends meet. So once again, I'm going to line it up on my board where it just is equal on both sides with a line, and go ahead and score. And give it a nice good score twice. Okay, and then that's all you need for your scoreboard. The reason for the CD is because we actually have to make a place to form a little eye shape so that they fold in. That's how a pillow box works. So what you want to do is you want to use your CD and go right from this edge of this corner to this corner, and if you do it where they just meet on either side, that will give you the proper shape. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we'll go ahead and do it twice to get a nice score. Then go ahead and do it on the opposite side. Again, lining up just corner to corner. And score twice. Flip it over and do the same thing. And one last time. Okay, now before we go and start assembling this into its final form, we need to add some cellophane because we have a heart cutout. And since we don't want our goodies to fall out of our little pillow box, we're going to have to do that. So we're first going to start by putting our glue all around the heart. And so go ahead and just form fit it around that heart, making sure you get every little piece. And then taking a piece of cellophane, now I got my cellophane just by cutting it out of a cellophane bag, a regular treat bag. And then lay it over the top, stretch it out, pulling it taut. If there's any excess glue, just go ahead and make sure to roll it off so that way it doesn't get on your treat later on. And then taking your scissors, trim off any excess. Now I just trim it off the top part and the bottom. Don't try and form fit it. Oh, got a little crazy with the glue this time. Okay, we're going to leave it on the bottom part. If it's stuck and it's not flipping around, don't worry about it. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is now we're going to start assembling our box. So first, just fold on your fold lines, your two straight pieces, and then using your glue gun, once again, just glue on that extended piece and fold over on the back. So now you can see your pillow box is already ready to fold up. So what we want to do is we want to start one piece at a time. And to do that, you're going to fold very carefully on that crease mark. You want to make sure that you keep it as tight of a crease as possible. So you might have to work it a little bit. So just work it into a nice, tight, crisp line. And then go ahead and fold it out once that's done and do the opposite side. After a while of doing this, it gets easier and easier. The first one, you might not have a feel for it, but as you do them, it gets much easier. And while I do this, I would like to give special thanks tonight. My husband is videotaping for me, which makes this so much easier. Usually I'm trying to do a video on my own, and it makes it very difficult to try and keep it in frame. So hopefully this is much better. I'm hoping anyhow. Okay, so once that's done, just go ahead and fold from the back to the front, and then the front to the back. And once again, from the back to the front, and the front to the back. So there is our completed little pillow box, and all we need to do now is put our decorations on. Now you can get really fancy if you like, but I found earlier when I was making the beginning one, because I had all these grand ideas of doing dangles and everything else, that I really liked just a simplified double ribbon bow. So that's how we're going to finish ours off for this evening. Just go ahead and tie that off. Get it where you like it, and shape it up a little bit, and then just cut your ribbon ties to the length you prefer. I'm going to go ahead and leave mine kind of long. completed pillow box all ready for your treat. Now you can add any kind of candy inside that you like. Like I said before, I went ahead and did a heart shape because of the fact that it is going to be for Valentine's Day. However, you can do any kind of cutout you want. You can do an oval, you can do a flower, you can leave it out entirely. You don't even have to do a cutout. But it's just a little nice decorative peekaboo when you put the candy inside. So it's a lot of fun to try. Anyhow, once again, as a reminder, I did this using Design Studio, and so I made a cut file for it. If you have a Gypsy, this would be much easier, but you know, hint, hint, honey, I'm still asking for one for Christmas. But I do have the cut file. If you like Design Studio and have Design Studio, just shoot me a comment and or send me a PM, and I will go ahead and email that file to you if you'd like. So for now, that's it. Hope you all have a wonderful evening.